This on? Yeah, it is. Okay. Alright. Welcome, guys, to an episode of something, something, something. I'll edit in the name later, because I can't think of anything clever right now. And I just wanted to browse some nice Reddit, look for some nice, corny subreddits, of which there are plenty. As the average Redditor, I know how corny some of our subreddits can be, okay? I stand for every Redditor. I'm here. Okay? Today, while I was browsing for something to do this little thing that I wanted to do, I stumbled upon r/manipulation. Now, from reading it, I haven't gone scrolling yet, but I know this subreddit is full of like angsty teenagers who are like,
Here are the secrets to manipulating your targets. So no one will ever know that you're such a master deceiver.
So I'm just gonna scroll through here, see what we have. First post 2 hours ago from you/Sasuke Fireball. In the Forest of Death, just kicked Orochimaru's ass. Very cool, Sasuke Fireball. Okay. Anyone concerned with your income is trying to leech off of you. If you're on a date and hear questions about your financial background, they're not looking at you. They're looking at your utility. Be wary of anyone who seems attracted to you by your material items. Now, Sasuke Fireball here has a point. If you ever meet a chick and she's more concerned about your V-Bucks rather than how many 90s you can crank, she doesn't care about you, honestly. She just wants your V-Bucks. She doesn't want your wins. She doesn't want your mechanical skill. She wants your V-Bucks, the bitch. Thank you, Sasuke Fireball. I've been told I'm hindering myself in dating by playing down my lifestyle, but it's due to the fact I'm trying to figure out if my date is interested in me or what I could offer. When I go on dates, I don't talk about finances too much, but if the topic comes up, I downplay what I have to gauge their reactions. You misspelled gauge. Most times they won't say anything, but eventually some excuse or whatever just stops the communication. I've been told I shouldn't be playing games like that, and just be honest about my successes and failures, but I guess I'm pessimistic about these topics. Nah, man, be straight up, that's not important. Then, they can switch the subject or walk off. You don't need to do anything else. Don't let anyone use you. Make it simple for yourself. Yeah, I've been told to be honest. I guess due to past trauma and insecurities, I don't boast a lot and try to be modest. But in reality, I'm just shitting on myself because I'm worried I'll be judged for what I have rather than who I am. Whoo! Okay, we're already spicing here. Sasuke Fireball is out here changing lives. That's why I only date chicks that make more than me, lol. Awesome. Everywhere? Pro strat. If you want to find a chick that makes more than you, just be unemployed. Pro strats. I think it's very normal to ask about a person's job, maybe not their income, but their job gives a broad ballpark view on what their day's mindset, social circle, and by association, income might be like. If I asked a woman how many exes she's had, and she said, "That's not important," I'd just assume she's a slut. If a woman asked me what I did for a living, and I said, "That's not important," I would expect her to think, best case, I'm broke as fuck. Worst case, I'm broke and also insecure as fuck. This is fair enough. I definitely think asking her how many exes she has is a weird and unimportant question as well. I don't think that's a terrible question to ask. I mean, it's weird to, like, you sit down at this nice restaurant, you have your waiter, Mr. Linguini, giving you wine, and you're like, so what's your body count? If I were out with someone who's had 10 relationships and slept with 50 guys, Okay. I don't see it. Okay. Wait, if I went out with someone who's had 10 relationships and slept with 50 guys, she's definitely in a different category of relationship potential for me than someone with 3 relationships and no hookups. I don't see a difference. Sasuke Fireball. You know, I like that you're open-minded, Mr. Sasuke Fireball. I like that. It's interesting you don't see the difference. If you're hiring for a job and you want someone to stay long-term, do you see the difference between an applicant who has quit / been fired dozens of times versus someone who has had more of a normal job history? Actually, to relate it back to the gold digging thing, I believe a woman is monkey branching through a lot of men seems much more likely to be a gold digger. Maybe it's because I don't care. If she leaves or stays, that's up to her. But if I enjoyed her company, that would be all I care about. If dating was something I'd do you not date, Sasuke Fireball? Hold on. I gotta dig deeper into this, man. Oh, wow. The boy is mine. I can't wait to try him. Let's get intertwined. The stars! They align! The boy is mine! I don't know what that is. The last Ari song you listened to is your personal theme song. What is it? Who the hell is Ari? Welcome to Ari Heads, a subreddit for everything. Oh, Ariana Grande. Okay, I don't listen to Ariana Grande, so I don't know what that's about. What's your most popular post here, Sasuke Uchiha? You cannot separate love. Okay. For someone... This is my favorite picture, like, in general. People look so fucking cool. This guy has to be trolling, right? Does that say gay baby on his forehead there, above his eyebrow? If it does, I don't judge him, but... What is that tattoo? I forget what's her name, Lisa Simpson. Is she okay? Get cake, die young. Wow, what a guy. Peep does look freaking awesome. What a cool guy he looks like. Wow. You cannot separate love and respect. For someone who doesn't date, Sasuke, you seem like you know a lot about relationships here. You cannot separate love and respect. To love someone 100% means to also respect them, their boundaries, and their emotions. This is on r/manipulation, by the way. Respecting someone means not blowing up at them for trying to talk about how you feel. Making space for you to speak about your feelings, even and especially when it involves them. I have been gaslit my entire life by the emotionally abusive birth giver and grand birth giver in my life. I have been verbally assaulted by both of them, encouraged with yelling to consider physical violence towards the birth giver, and abandoned and neglected. In the face of all of this, I was told that I was loved at the same time. It fucked with my psychology because I separated those actions from whatever the hell this love they're talking about is. It led to me accepting, discarding, and all sorts of things from my ex and still letting her say she loved me because I separated those things. So you need to break the mold. If you were emotionally neglected, especially when it has been repeated after apologies, after you have consistently spoke about how things made you feel, if you were even able to, they do not love you. Not for a second. Do not think otherwise. They are abusive strangers and you shouldn't care about them at all. I'm done suffering over those negligent, disgusting creatures. Whatever happens to them is not my concern, and I deserve peace from their influence even in the face of their deaths. To be loved means to be respected. To love another means to respect them. Otherwise, it is not love. If you even have to question, do they respect me? They don't. Who? loaded post here, Sasuke Uchiha. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. He was calling his parents birth givers. I've been gaslit my entire life by the emotionally abusive birth giver and grand birth giver in my life. Is this like God and his mom? Like, his mom told him to like do his chores and then he got mad and then she said, yeah, do your chores. I still love you even though I make you do chores. And now he's thinking that he's being like dragged back and forth and manipulated. Are you okay, Sasuke? If you see this video, Sasuke, shoot me a DM, buddy. You don't seem like you're okay. You seem like you're in an angsty teenager phase. This was posted 8 days ago. Oh, geez. If you need to talk, Sasuke, I'll talk with you, buddy. If you ever find this video, I'm not making fun of you. I'm just trying to peek into the mind of someone who's such an expert with manipulation. Or has so much experience with manipulation. Okay. I think him being a Lil Peep head is, a part of his mental instabilities. Easy way to reveal a manipulator. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see this. Okay, easy way to reveal a manipulator. Run a test, don't give anything for a moment. I have a friend, when we go out, I'll pay for things because I'm nice and want us to have a good time. There were moments where I was in between. Am I being taken advantage of? Could be. He'd say directly that he didn't want me to think I was taking advantage of him. Well, last night I didn't cover him for the entry. He said he had his entry. Normally I'll buy a big bucket of beer for us and just share it, but I started a new medicine, Stratera, and apparently that and alcohol don't mix well, so I didn't drink. Eventually I hear things like, it's Father's Day tomorrow, come on give me a drink, because he has... Okay, Sasuke, how old are you? I'm torn between thinking you're 16 and in your mid-40s. How old is this man? Or boy, what are you, Sasuke? You're an enigma. Okay, I hear suggestive attempts. Man, I want to go to the after party, but I don't have the entry. It just started to get really ugly and really obvious. I don't want to hang out with him anymore. Too much pushing for me to give him things. I can understand not having money, but if you don't, and I'm not drinking, you just don't drink until you come out and have money. Which, by the way, the predatory gaze of that reduces you to an object for exploitation for their eyes. Not so much a person, but a tool. It's degrading and disrespectful. If you keep getting directly asked for things, you are a tool for them. Okay, well, Sasuke, you didn't show me the easy way to reveal a manipulator. I need the easy 3-step cheat code. I had a friend like this, they always forget their wallet, or when it's time to pay I take my wallet out first, and then they can't find their wallet, and the wait is getting uncomfortable, so I say I got you, but they do this every time. My brother in Christ, after like the second or third time, it's just raps. Like, I don't know if you want your life to be a soap opera, where like you just keep doing the same mistake over and over again, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm getting manipulated so hard. It doesn't take a master manipulator. You're just fucking stupid. That's it. You're just dumb. Easiest way to reveal a manipulator is to have a boundary. Well done. Also, I'm sorry your friend isn't a better friend. That does really suck. This isn't necessarily a manipulation so much as he came to expect things and took it for granted. The I don't have cover is sort of a subtle manipulation. I noticed myself doing it at one point and stopped myself, but I didn't realize I was manipulating people until I reflected on it. Sometimes things are subconscious behaviors. Okay. Sasuke lives a life of turmoil. Okay, manipulation defense. This guy is an expert on manipulation. A lot of manipulative narcissist people mentioned here are just manipulative, normal people. The best manipulators have empathy. You have to know emotions to know how to play them expertly. Psychopaths shrunk in amygdalas that prevent them from feeling the full range of emotions learn manipulation not through understanding others' emotions, but rather watching rationally how people respond to certain things. Whew. Wow. That was so strange. It's not like anyone teaches you, but you end up falling in love? I still gotta play Final Fantasy VIII. Oh, jeez. Sasuke is an enigma. You know what? I think I might just have to follow this guy. Just so I can follow the exploits and the crazy life. The crazy soap opera of a life Sasuke Uchiha leads. He really does seem like an expert on the topic of manipulation. Okay. Sasuke, it's been fun, but we gotta move on. How do you know you aren't the abusive one? Oh, normalization of manipulative behaviors. I manipulated someone but didn't realize I was doing it, and now I feel... Are these people real? Is this even manipulation or just dealing with a POS? My ex became a completely different person. Oh... If you're being told you're manipulative, but you don't realize you're doing it or don't mean to, like, how do you stop it if you don't know you're doing it? You might be getting, like, psyoped if you're conscious enough to ask how not to be manipulative. Most likely the person who planted this thought in your mind is the true manipulator. It seems more prevalent nowadays than ever before. Read the posts all over the net about, I'm in a relationship with a narcissist. The typical pity party to validate their own narcissist behavior. Being manipulative in the workforce, the community, is a sought-after commodity, as long as it's used for the better good, even in a relationship. Okay, the person who told me was my therapist, I'm afraid. I've also grown up with my dad who was a narcissist and had ASPD. What is ASPD? ASPD? Antisocial personality disorder. Is a mental health condition that can affect the way you think and interact with others and lead you to manipulate or deceive people, exploit or take advantage of someone else for your own benefit, and disregard the law or the rights of other people. What does this have to do with being, like, antisocial? Okay. Narcissist and I had ASPD, and I see myself acting like him a lot. I'm considering getting myself tested for ASPD to see if it's been genetically passed down, as I've read that is possible. When I start getting angry, which is very, very easy, I almost black out, in the sense I don't care what I say in the moment and will do anything to get what I want, even if it means hurting the person on the other end. I'm not proud of it, but I don't know if I just have to accept that that's who I am and crack on, or ask for more help. Oh, I forget the saying, but there is, like, an anecdote along the lines of, the great thing about being human is that man is both the sculptor and the sculpture. You don't just accept that you're a dickhead and move on. You can just, like, try and not be. Self-reflect when you go to bed at night and you're in the dark. Just look up and think, what could I have done today to not be a dickhead? That's a start. Instead of being like, oh, well, it's genetic, so I'm just genetically predetermined to be a dickhead. Stop. Birkin fantasy? No. Stop that. Why is my dad so manipulative? My dad's, I don't, oh god. There's too much here. There's too much. Most people, okay, are narcs evil? Most people are good and occasionally do something they know is bad. Some people are bad and struggle every day to keep it under control. Others are corrupt to the core and don't give a damn as long as they don't get caught. But evil is a completely different creature. Evil is bad that believes it's good, like the Joker. Oh, that's deep. That's deep. My mother just did that. I guess I'll. What? Is this? Okay, I don't. Oh. Wow. Okay. Well, we've scrolled through enough of the hot topics. Now I gotta get to the top of all time. This is where the master manipulators are at. This is where the true manipulators of society. Top post on r/manipulation is sex while on the phone? Okay. Okay. I lost this here because I seem to be getting manipulated. So every time my friend/ex calls me, she sounds like she is having sex and trying to act as if she is not. Have you ever had this experience? She even says, I love you and I'm thinking of you, but the whole time she sounds like she's being penetrated. If I mention it, she says, I am experiencing psychosis or some other reason that may be causing me to hear things. Has anyone ever had this experience with someone? How did you handle it? Tie in a three-way, call to her parents and don't say anything. Just let her think she accidentally called her parents and see how that goes. Huh. What? So, okay. Every time... Okay, so this is your ex. I'm going to assume, I'm going to take a leap off the edge here and assume you're a guy. So, your ex just calls you, talks about whatever you talk about, like life or something. Like, hey, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing okay. Since the last time we talked, I've been doing XYZ, blah, 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 blah. And every time you call, or she calls, I don't know who's initiating this, you just hear her getting plowed? Like, is there or, like, is she making the noises? What is this? I don't know why you're regularly hitting up your ex anyways. Or why she's regularly hitting you up. What is this? If I mention... She says I'm experiencing psychosis. Yeah, I think she... That's probably just her kink or something. Yeah, that's probably just a kink, and you're just an easy person to, like... I don't know... do it on, or with, or to use to get her off. I don't know, man. What the fuck? Okay. What type of manipulation is this? Yeah, before I realized it's my fault, I blamed it on you. It's my fault. I hurt you. This is Megan with a heart, by the way. You didn't hurt me, I hurt myself. You're only trying to help. And if I accepted that, we wouldn't be in this situation. From the start, everything was so good. I'm just a bitch. I treat you like shit. You have every right to break up with me. I don't deserve you. I'm sorry, Austin. I want to be with you. What type of manipulation is this? Brother, I just think she might just be insecure or insane. I think she's just insane. Like, she's trying to psyop you into getting back with her. And I swear to God, I don't know anything about you. This is all speculation. But I think it's one of those relationships where it's just a vicious cycle. Where it's like, we hate each other, and we're gonna break up, and then we broke up, and now, oh, I miss you, and then we're back together, and now I hate you, and we're gonna break up, and then we're gonna get back together, again and again and again and again. I've seen it before. You're getting psyop. Don't do it. Don't let the vicious cycle start. Unless you're into that. You know? Hold on. What's that one song? Listen to this. And then you'll get it. Alright? That's what this is. I'm assuming. This could be complete garbage and you're just karma farming. Which any post on Reddit could be, right? A lot of the posts on Reddit is just people, like, writing fanfic or just stories to see if it gets engagement, right? Which are fun to read, but it could just be complete garbage. There's a term for this that I can't recall now, but this is a classic example. By talking about how terrible you are, you manipulate the person you're supposed to be apologizing to into making you feel better. So instead of apologizing for your actions and owning up to it, you just declare, you're terrible and a piece of shit, which usually prompts the other person to say, no you're not, and the apology becomes about them not being terrible instead of accountability. It's weaponized something, but the term is eluding me. Yeah, I see the vision. You're right, educational fee 5323. I think, yeah, this is basically just like reverse psychology. I'm sure everyone ever has seen something like this before. Like your friend or something like shows you his text and he's like, oh man, I really think she's sorry. She seems to be feeling really bad about it. And then you have to coach him out of that bullshit. This is a psychopath right here. Actually, what is a psychopath? Psychopath. A person affected by chronic mental disorder with abnormal or violent social behavior. Or maybe it's sociopath. Yeah, I've looked this up before. You just antisocial personality disorder. Oh, this is just the ASPD again. Okay, so sociopath is just someone with ASPD. Mental health condition in which a person consistently shows no regard for right and wrong and ignores the rights and feelings of others. Yeah, she might just be, like, a sociopath. Okay. Which 10 things make a narcissist miserable? They can't find that. Why do kind, empathic people attract manipulative people with narcissistic tendencies? Because they're easy to manipulate, brother. Do the math. Okay. I'm... like, I feel a tumor forming in my brain from being on the subreddit, but... yeah, that's... this episode of... insert the title now, editor Gabe. Or don't. I don't care. But that was fun. r/manipulation is really educational, and you should always go to Reddit to find out facts about life, because Reddit knows everything, right? And Redditors are never wrong and never full of shit. So you should always trust them, and if you have questions about anything, go to Reddit. That's the lesson of today's video. Alright, peace out, memento mori.